Hello, this is the daily video for August 2nd. So today is going to be the last day of new material for the course. So far we've been looking a bunch at hypothesis testing, and you've seen that the conclusion of a hypothesis test is found by comparing the p-value to the preset type 1 error, which is, we usually denote that as alpha. But what you haven't seen so far is how to calculate a hypothesis test, or how to calculate that p-value. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to look at some basic examples. There are much more complicated examples of hypothesis tests, but for this course we're just going to work with that sample proportion and the population proportion. So remember back to module 2, that parameter and statistic that we worked with in calculating confidence intervals, we're now going to work with them again but calculate hypothesis tests based on them. So what you're going to find in today's work are going to be lots of examples of how to calculate these hypothesis tests. And what you're going to see is, there are some calculations involved, but it's going to always follow pretty much the exact same pattern. So once you're able to identify the different pieces, you apply the pattern and everything falls out. So what I've done is I've included lots and lots of examples, and the reason for that is some of you are going to watch the first example, you're going to pick it up really quick and you can go on and go. Other people are going to need more examples and see, several of them worked out. So I've provided a whole bunch, just so everybody has lots of examples, but work it till you feel comfortable enough to go through and be able to do the calculations. So like I said, today is the last day of new material, so let's talk just a little bit about the rest of the week. Tomorrow, don't forget that Beyond the Classroom 3 is due at 6 p.m. and tomorrow is also a review day for the course. So as always, make sure that you look at those review sheets, take the day to review and get ready for the exam. And then the final exam will be on Thursday. The format is pretty similar to the other two exams. There are fewer multiple choice on this one. There are a couple more longer problems, but the exam is only over Module 3 material. So make sure you understand, the different examples and problems that we've worked for the class, and like I said, go through that review sheet. And so that will be on Thursday. Same thing as before, these exams are timed, but they are open notes, so you can make quick references, but you have to do all of the work by yourself. And then the last thing that I want to talk about in this video is I was going to give you one last credit for a little bit, or probably one last opportunity for a little bit of extra credit. This extra credit will be worth 2 bonus points on the final exam. So in the example videos you'll find today, I'm going to reference a worksheet. So on that worksheet there is 3 different problems. The first one is completely worked out on the worksheet. The second problem I actually work out in the videos for you. And then there's a third problem on the worksheet that I don't work out in the videos. And so that problem is about a crown factory. And you can find this worksheet linked in the link above this video. So if you work that third problem from the worksheet and you email me that and you get everything completely correct. So you have to have everything spot on correct in order to get the 2 bonus points. But if you have everything correct, I will go ahead and give you the 2 bonus points on the final. Now, if you would like, one thing you can do is, if you're feeling a little bit shaky, since this is just for bonus points, if you want to, you can work this problem first, work it out, send it to me, and then after you send it to me, I can tell you, if you did everything right or wrong. So even if you do it wrong and you don't get the bonus points, you're still going to be able to know, hey, am I doing this right for the rest of what's going on. So like I said, take your time with today, work until you feel comfortable with the calculations. And as always, if you have any questions, please just let me know.